Now the first step is to skip launcher. Now for this you can just type in -skip_launcher. Make a right click on the game, select properties. In the launch option, type in this -skip_launcher without any space, and then you can launch the game. It will skip the launcher and then check. If that does not work, the next step is to delete this PipelineCache.bin and PipelineLibrary.bin. Now for this you can open File Explorer, go to this PC, open C drive, now open users folder, now open your username folder, now open AppData folder, now open the local folder, open IO interactive folder, Hitman 3 folder, and over here you can see PipelineCache.bin, PipelineLibrary.bin. So you have to delete these two files. Now once it is deleted, now you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, the next step is to rename or delete the nvngx_dlss.dll file. So create a backup. Before you delete it, create a backup for this file. So make a right click on the game, select manage, click on browse local files. It will take you to the game installation folder. Open the runtime folder and check. I think go back, open the retail folder. Now once you open the retail folder, over here you can see this file, that is nvngx_dlss.dl. so copy this, first of all copy this file. So create a backup for this file, so copy it and maybe paste it to the desktop. Once you have a backup, now you can rename or delete this file. So either you can rename it or you can simply delete it, and then you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, the next step is to go to this folder and delete the Hitman 3 folder. Create a backup first, because you might lose all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. Now for this, go to the same location, that is open File Explorer, this PC, C drive, users, username, AppData. If you don't see AppData at the top, click on view, and then you have to select show, put a check on hidden items, and then you should be able to see AppData folder. Open the local folder and IO interactive. Over here you can see Hitman 3. Create a backup. So copy this folder, paste it to the desktop. Once you have a backup created, now you can delete this folder, and then you already have a backup, so if anything wrong happens, you can always put the folder back. Now the next step is to, in the launcher, disable ray tracing and frame generation. So for this you can, first of all, if there is anything in the launcher, in the launch option, you can remove this from the launch option, and then you can launch the game. Now go to options over here, and over here you will see frame generation. If this is on, you can turn this off. Also disable ray tracing. If this is on, you can turn this off. Save it and then launch the game. If that does not work, you get even lower down resolution. So maybe you can try lower. If this is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p. You can even lower down more, and then you can switch to window mode over here. Disable HDR, disable NVIDIA reflects low latency, and DLSS frame generation. You can even turn off DLSS over here, and then level of detail, if this is set to ultra, you can set it to high. You can even go for medium. Now save it, and then you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to disconnect VR sets. So if you have any kind of virtual reality sets connected, disconnect it. If that does not work, restart Steam. Go to Steam, exit, and once close the Steam, into relaunch the Steam and then launch the game. If that does not work, restart your computer once. So just do not ignore this step, just restart your computer once and then check. Now the next step is to try DX11 or DX12 in the launch option. So go to Steam, make a right click on the game, go to properties, in the launch option type in -DX11. Now you can close this, launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can even try -DX12, launch the game and then check. Still not working, you can remove this and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to perform a clean installation of your graphics card driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So to perform a clean installation, go to NVIDIA website and then select your graphic card from the list. Make sure that you select your graphic card and then select the right operating system. So if you have Windows 11, select Windows 11. If you have Windows 10, select Windows 10 and then click on Find. And once you click on Find, you will see this page. Now here you will find the latest GeForce Game Ready driver. Now click on View. And then once you click on View, you will see the download option. Click on Download and let the download complete. Now once the download is complete, run the exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see this screen. Click on Agree and Continue and then select Custom option over here. By default Express would be selected. Select Custom and then click on Next and then you will see this screen. Now put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure you put a check on perform a clean installation and then click on Next and let the installation complete. Once the installation is complete, restart your computer and after the system restart, launch the game. Now AMD card users can go to AMD website. First of all, uninstall the current graphic card driver, restart your computer and then go to AMD website and then install the select your graphic card and then install the latest graphic card driver, restart your computer and then check. Next step is to roll back graphics driver. So in this case, I'm showing for NVIDIA. So go to NVIDIA website and then select your graphic card from the list. Click on Find. Make sure that you select your graphic card and your operating system. And on this page, you will see View More. Scroll down and click on View More version. So the latest one right now is 576.52. Whichever is the latest, you can try to roll back to maybe older drivers. So maybe 576.28 or maybe for me this driver is working fine, 576.36 GeForce Game Ready driver. So you can download it, install it, but when you go for installation, select Custom option and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation and then restart your computer and then launch the game. Still not working. The next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box. And then go to graphics settings over there. Now click on Add Desktop App over here. And then go to the game installation folder. So in my case, the game is installed in this location. Now select all the exe files. Select the launcher. Not the launcher, the game exe file. I'm sorry. So click on Add Desktop App. And then open the retail folder. Select Hitman 3 folder exe file. Click on Add. Once the game is added over here, now click on the game. Select over here High Performance. And you will see your graphic card over here. For launcher also, if you want to do it, you can do it, High Performance, and then launch the game and then check. Next step is to run the game from the game installation folder. So instead of launching the game from Steam, you can make a right click on the game, select Manage, now click on Browse Local Files. This will take you to the game installation folder. Open the retail folder and then find the game exe file. And then make a double click over here, launch the game from here. If that does not work, make a right click, go to Properties and go to this tab and then put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator. Hit apply, click on OK, and then you can launch the game and then check. Still not working, again make a right click, go to Properties, and this time go to this tab, put a check over here, select Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can even select Windows 7, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. Still not working, put a check on disable full screen optimization, hit apply, click on OK, and then check. Now when you put a check on all these boxes, still not working, in that case you can uncheck these boxes, hit apply, click on OK, and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to allow the game exe file to antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you have, allow the game exe file to antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, in that case you can open Windows settings, go to privacy and security, and then click on Windows security, and then click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down, at the bottom you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it, click on allow an app through control folder access, click on yes to allow, click on add an allowed app, click on browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder. So if the game is installed in Steam, so in my case this is the location. So go to the game installation folder, open the game folder, select everything, all the exe file, click on open, again click on add an allowed app, browse all apps, open the retail folder this time, select the game exe file, click on open. Now type in control panel in Windows search box, go to control panel, go to system and security, Windows Defender firewall, and then click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender firewall, and then click on change settings at the top. Now click on change settings over here, and then click on allow another app, and then again go to the game installation folder, click on browse over here first, and then go to the game installation folder, and then open the game folder, select the exe file, click on open, click on add. In my case it is already added. Again click on allow another app, click on browse, open the retail folder, select the game exe file, and then click on open, click on add. Once the game is added over here, now you can launch the game and then you can check. Still not working. The next step is to verify the game file. This is important. So go to scene, make a right click on the game, select properties, go to install files tab, and then click on verify integrity of game files. Once the verification is 100% complete, launch the game and then check the sound. Check. Now the next step is to try power saver mode. Now for this you can type in control panel in Windows search box, and then click on control panel. Now go to hardware and sound, and then go to power options, and over here you will see power saver. So in my case I have only one option, balanced. If you see power saver, you can select power saver and then check. You can even go for balanced, and you will also see high performance. So you can try each one and check which one is working fine for you. Now the next step is to update Windows to the latest version. Now for this, go to Windows settings, go to Windows update, and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed over here, then restart the computer and then launch the game and then check. If that does not work, the next step is to install Visual C++ file. Now for this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. On this website you will see Visual Studio files. You have to install this x86 version and x64 version. So click on both the files, run both the files. So download it, and then you can run this exe file. If you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install. Download this x64 file as well, and then run this exe file. If you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, hit install, and let the installation complete. Make sure both the files are installed. Once installed, you can restart your computer. Restart is a must after this, and after the system restart, launch the game. Now the next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box, and then click on View Advanced System Settings, and then click on the first settings, and then go to Advanced tab, and then click on Change over here, and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive, and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 gigabyte. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK, and over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM 16 GB. So 116 into 1024. 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5. 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 gigabyte. I have 16 gigabyte of RAM. So 16 into 1024, I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3, that is 49152. 49152. Now click on set over here, then click on OK, apply, OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now next step is to do not overclock your computer. So if you have overclocked your computer, set it to default. Also close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI, Afterburner, Riva Tuner or any kind of overclocking application running on your computer, just close it. Disable Steam overlay. Now for this you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties and go to the general option and turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game, and then launch the game. Also if you have any kind other overlay application running, like if you have Discord running, go to Discord settings and turn off overlay. Now if you have NVIDIA app running, you can go to NVIDIA app and go to NVIDIA app settings and then turn off NVIDIA overlay. So close all the overlay application and then you launch the game. Next step is to unplug all the external devices from the computer. So if you have any kind of HOTAs, wheel, pedals, any kind of USB adapter connected to the computer, disconnect it. Disconnect extra controller. Sometimes we have extra controller connected. Disconnect extra controller, that dongle of the controller, and then check. Also disconnect multiple. So if you have a multiple monitor setup, disconnect multiple monitor. Try launching the game on single monitor. If you have any kind of third-party application or services running, you can close all the third-party application and all the. If you have any third-party services running in Task Manager, you can just close it, end it. If you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. Next step is to update the system BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell. If you have a Lenovo computer, go to Lenovo. Whichever is your brand, go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number and then find the latest BIOS and then update the BIOS. In case of laptop, make sure the battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter is connected to the computer. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Now, if nothing is working, the last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game. Now, for this, you can make a right click on the game, select manage, click on browse, click on uninstall. Now, after the uninstall, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, restart your computer, and then install the game to C drive. So, if the game is installed to different drive like D drive or E drive or any external drive, try to install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed to C drive, then try installing the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to run this game successfully on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.